All right, so I just had this like revelation. Hopefully I can like say it the best way I can. I haven't made a video, so welcome back to another video. Have you ever been in a place that you just feel so drained? You feel like, you know, that you given all that you had to something like, I don't know, this is just an example for somebody who like pray and fast, like you will probably be able to understand this, right? So like you can be praying and fasting for a person, right? And then after that prayer and fasting is over, like the time, the days that you prayed and fast, right when those days are over, it could be a day or two that you just feel so drained, like you just want to go, you just want to be in a bed, like you just want to, like everything feel like it's just being too much, like it's so overwhelming. And yeah, so that's the example. Okay, so it can be a situation like that, or like a situation as you just giving, and then you feel so empty, right? I got a revelation for y'all. So I was given, I just got a car, right? Praise the Lord, right? He blessed me with a car, and the car needed some work on it, you know, and it was two people that needed a jump, right? So one day I gave somebody a jump, and the car, like I said, the car needed fixed, so I didn't know if it can even give a jump, but I'm like, yo, I got a car, I give you a jump, you know, I got somebody a jump. And then it was maybe like 2-3 days later, I was leaving work, and then somebody was about to be stuck at work. I'm like, yo, I need you a jump, you know, so I gave the person a jump. And this is the day that I was needing to go to work itself, you know, and I ain't stressed out about this, and it's a whole nother encounter with God that I had from not being able to go to work, you know, because I really didn't worry about not going to work. I just took a lift to work, and because I understood that the car didn't work all the way, you know, so until I was able to get it fixed, like I knew this can happen, right? So I had went, and I mean the car didn't start, so I just got a lift to work or whatever. So that's the first time it didn't start, and then I was going to get something to eat on, and it start. So I know from the next day of this day that I'm recording this video, I was going to go get it fixed. So I'm like, the day that I couldn't go and get nothing to eat, my brother gave us some pizza. He bought us some pizza. So I'm like, glory, like God is working. You know what I mean? So it was okay. So I'm like, okay, so I need this car to start, like to get it to the place, because like I don't want to like get it towed to the place. Like I want it to, you know, start. So I sent my son over, and I was like, you know, son, try to just wiggle the battery, you know, and to see, you know, if it would start. It started, y'all. So I'm like, it was the battery the whole time? So the battery, y'all. That the whole point of the battery. The battery is not dead. It just came loose from the thing, or however way it was. It was something with the battery. When we jiggled it, it started. I didn't drive nowhere. I just cut it off, and I just continued to go on my journey. I went to the park. I walked to the park because tomorrow I'm going to take it to get fixed or whatever. And but it started. The car started. So when I was walking up to the park, y'all, I just felt like that's a lot that has a lot to do with us. My kids watching the mommy bird feed the baby birds up there. It's so powerful. You know, so be careful up there now. So yeah, God it was just a pour. It was a pouring of like the energy. Like cars need energy to drive, right? The battery is the energy that the car needs to drive. But if the battery is dead, there's no way that you can drive the car, right? So it's just like us in our spiritual journey, like on our walk with God. Like when we are going out, when we feeling people, we giving the people the word, we doing all the things that we called to do, right? We praying for people, like we are going out and spreading the gospel and all these things. It's no way that we can stay energied up. For us to stay energied up, we got to be in our word. We got to be feeding that battery. We got to be feeding our bodies with that life from the battery, right? From the word, from the book, right? We have to be feeding our body that energy to keep going, you know, because we will feel, without that, we're going to be drained. Just like at the beginning of this video, I was talking about how, you know, we get drained, we feel drained after, you know, going on a fast for prayer for someone, like interceding, and, you know, we can just feel drained by just spreading the word, like going in battle, like we just feel so drained because it's not our strength. You know what I mean? So we do need that energy, which is the word, right? We need that energy, which is the food, right? That we need. We need that. You know, so every day, waking up, going to bed, like I don't care if we going to sleep with the Bible on our face, you know what I mean? We got to make sure that we feeding ourselves with the word, and we keeping that relationship with God, because like it's so quick. People are so quick to deceive us. Like we are so quick to be deceived, okay? Like people think that this walk is just something that's so like, oh, they think they better than somebody or whatever. Make sure that you stay humble, you know, so that when somebody wants to say that or whatever, you're able to just, you know, keep on just going for God, you know, because this is a walk in a journey that's the heart. And it's like we can't even go back to the world. We can't go to the world because we've seen too much, you know. So it's just like we can't, you know, what we did to God before coming to Him. So thinking that we can turn away from it just because it's so hard, just because we ain't get what we prayed for right then, things ain't go the way that we want it to go. Like we really gotta stand and stay 10 toes down, because at the end of the day, like we need that energy, that life of that energy, that battery that went dead. It wasn't all the way dead. It just needed a jiggle. So when you feel that you so down that you just feeling like it's you getting so drained that you can't keep going, but you know who your Father is, you know who you stand for, you know what you do every day, you know that you want to be in your word more, you know that you need to be around community more, you know all these things. Let's get back to that word and get back to that life. Get back around, get around community. Because we thinking that we don't need to go to church and all this because the church don't mean, but we need the church. We need people we need community so that we can be around people that. Some people's journey is not like ours. Like some people ain't on fire like God as you are. Some people isn't. That's why we gotta find those people that'll be able to feed you. You know what I mean? So that you don't always do the feeding, or that you don't always be the one that's doing something that just going hard. You know what I mean? Hey, no. Don't you do that. They mommy is coming. No. They just wait on their mommy so they can eat. Don't you do that. No. Look. And all she's doing is feeding her babies. Y'all gotta get back from there. Because you don't want one of those to fall, because if they fall, they're gonna hurt themselves because they cannot fly yet. Absolutely not. We're not gonna do that. It's okay. You don't have to cry. They'll be okay. You're not in trouble, but we have to know that we can't do that. They need strength. That's why their mommy was running back and forth feeding them. And she's trying to get them strength so they can be able to fly on their own. Okay? It's okay. It's all right. You didn't know. Because they needed some water probably. They don't know how to get water, but, just leave birds alone. But yeah, get back to that life. And, yeah, that's it, y'all. Make sure y'all stay at peace, y'all. Spread some love. Don't forget to pray. Pray in this conversation with God. Loving and babies, y'all. Peace.